Okay, one way to make summer count, do a little kitchen table science with the kids. Homemade slime is the perfect experiment, we say. Stirring up your own blob of squishy, stretchy, handheld goo is a rite of passage. We're sure your kids have asked about this. It's really a thing right now, and as part of Slime Week on Studio 5, we're sharing our favorite slime recipes. Producer Steph Bryson is joining me. Are you into this? Look at you. You're already like into it, literally.
Yes. Oh, yes. Very much so.
Is your Claire Bear into this?
Yes. We had a fun time last night, even practicing a little bit. So I like this recipe. It's very different from the recipe we had yesterday. It's thinner.
Look.
It's got a serious ooey gooey drip factor.
The goo factor is high.
It's seriously stretchy.
And it's glitter packed.
And it's glitter packed.
Can you see the sparkle? This is pretty.
It has a little translucent factor too, because you make it with clear glue.
Okay.
And so it's just a little bit of a different recipe. I like it because it uses the ingredients that I had on hand, and that's what I search for when I find a recipe online that I wanted to try.
And I bet Claire likes it because it is pretty.
Right.
Look,
it's
she's
pretty.
Into these girly details.
She absolutely is.
Why do you think this slime thing is so huge right now? What is the deal?
I think it's a viral sensation. I think kids are watching YouTube videos, and I think that moms go, you want to do a science experiment? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm paying for that.
You're asking to learn?
Right,
Absolutely.
right. Instead of a toy, mom will pick up these ingredients and have an experience for kids.
We were talking yesterday too, Elmer's glue kind of hard to find these days because the trend is so big.
It is, and in fact, Michael's has jumped on the trend. I walked in their store yesterday and they have amazing store display. They're calling it Slime Headquarters, and they've got all the glue, all the different kinds of glues, the large jugs and the little ones too. So and all the jars to put it in, and the glitter to add in.
It's hysterical. Okay, what off that shelf do we need to make this?
Okay, so this glitter slime is made from liquid starch.
Okay.
And I'm recommending this particular glue. This is a school glue. This was on the Michael's display. It's by Crazy Art. And it seemed to make a little ooier, gooier slime. Brooke, you need to hold that.
You know, yesterday I was saying, I don't know if
you didn't like it.
Well, it triggered a gag reflex. The shaving cream slime, seriously, but I think it was the slurping noises, and this makes no noise, so I'm fine. I'm perfectly, I endorse this glue. I endorse this type of slime.
It's different for sure.
Okay.
So, I like this glue as opposed to the Elmer's glitter glue. While you can make the same recipe with this glitter glue, it seems to turn out a little different. To me, the slime was much less ooey gooey and more
it doesn't
rubbery.
Slip and slop.
Right. So it's just a preference, and that saves you from having to add your own glitter anyway if you wanted to do the Elmer's
version. Throw this together, Steph, so we're adding glitter at the end?
The recipe is, well, the recipe is half a cup, half cup, half a cup. So half a cup of glue and water is what I've got in this bowl, and I'm going to stir. And would you just slowly add in the starch?
I guess I could do that.
And see if we can make it do its chemical reaction. So this liquid starch has a binder in it, and that's the main chemical reaction that's happening there. It's locking the
what are you saying?
I know, I went all nerdy and figured this out. Kind of this polymers that stick together in glue, those long molecules.
Yeah.
And this is attaching those long molecules together.
Okay.
So you stir this up and it will just keep binding and binding and binding. And then you can add in glitter. And then I learned and tried a way to do color with acrylic paint.
Oh!
That's one of the suggestions from the Michael's display. And so just put a little bit of that in there.
This is going to be green glue.
And this, yeah, it will really turn out to be gooey green.
Isn't it amazing, really, though? We joke about the nerdiness of it, but how these ingredients come together in such a magical way?
It's really funny, yeah. So this one will continue to bind, and you'll get something like this yellow here. So, but here's a fun thing to do with it. Have you ever done this?
What?
Grab a straw, and here, you can do the yellow, and I'll do the blue.
Okay. We're
going to blow a bubble. This ooey gooey kind really blows good bubbles.
Really? Ready? Cheers, as Emmy would say. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's those noises I don't like.
You got to stick your straw all the way down.
Okay.
You got to stick it all the way in the middle.
What?
Can't do it.
What is happening? Jeff, knock it off. It's the slime. Knock it off. So we're all adults here. It's slime week.
Did you see that first one I did? Because it worked out really good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Okay, you have to get a big blob.
Mine's defective.
No, it's not. Okay. Give it a big blob and stick your straw, not all the way down to the ground.
Oh.
Yeah.
I quit. Slime week's over. Slime week's done.
There's one for you.
Oh, look at you. What is my problem?
I'm not sure.
Because I
You need some
insulted it
slime
yesterday by
practice.
saying it triggered my gag reflex.
Let me add one more more thing. At the Michaels display, they're selling kits. This is the same recipe, and it's a Nickelodeon kit. It worked out great, but it made this much slime for one experimental reaction. So you might want to, you can consider it. I like buying the ingredients. You get more for your money.
You don't get bubbles, but you get
just
more
let you
goo.
practice on the bubbles.
Emmy's got to try this. Emmy's got to get in on this. We'll be making this. We won't be blowing bubbles, but we'll be making it. Thank you so